As a woman, you need to learn how to flip the script and make everything that man's fault. Even, it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get you everything you want every time. It never fails. This is a skill that you need to master.
What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Today, I'm doing something a little different. I came across a bunch of clips that I found to be, some are like informative and some are going to be like really disgusting to watch in terms of what some of these ladies are talking about. And so today, I'm not going to do much commentary. I'm not going to do any commentary. I'm just going to tell you right now that what I want you to get from this video, if you don't get anything else from today's video, is that this is what you have to deal with out here. And you may say, Sean, I know that already. But what I want you to do is listen to the way some of these women talk and listen to some of the advice that some of these women give about what's going on out there, what's in the heads of some of these women, and tell me if this don't make you completely done with modern women. So do me a favor, hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get started.
If you want men to give you everything you want, you have to manipulate them. If you want to learn how to manipulate men, step one is you act obsessed with them, get them wrapped around your finger. Then step two, you snatch it all away from him. He's gonna question in his mind, what did he do wrong? He's gonna try to step it up.
Here are some signs of a manipulative woman. Run. She tells you who you can and cannot associate with, and seems to have a problem with literally all of your friends. This also includes controlling your phone, like your passcode, and monitoring your DMs. Tell me, what else are you gonna let her control? She constantly claims how she doesn't trust you. If she doesn't trust you and you've tried to work on a solution for that problem with no success, the door's right there. She uses her tears for sympathy. Amber Heard. She constantly shuts down and leaves you guessing as to what the problem is. Ghosting is for children. Adults talk about their problems. She, what I like to call, pokes the bear, aka not knowing when the hell to leave you alone. She enjoys the drama and never knows when to walk away from a disagreement. She withholds sex as a form of punishment. Toxic. She uses if then statements. For example, if you stop doing this, then I'll start doing that. This is a relationship, not a negotiation.
They make dramatic statements. Now, these statements simply come across as excessive, over-dramatized, almost ridiculous sounding. For example, a manipulative person will often use dramatic statements like, you of all people should know this. You're the only person I ever loved. In some really terrible instances, they can ingest, and I mean swallow, and regurgitate your own words back to you that you do not recognize them. They know exactly what you're trying to say. However, they will put a spin to it. They will put their own meaning to it and throw it back at you in an attempt to hurt you and or to get you to kowtow to what they want you to do.
Don't you want to artfully be an artist in communication and understand the people that you're around and create the life you want? Do you want to live how you're living, or do you want to cultivate masculinity and leadership in your partner? So in the last video I did, I said when they have an idea, encourage it. Don't squash your partner's dreams. So when a man comes to you and says, I want to have a hamster farm in Wyoming, instead of going, oh my God, you idiot, what hamster farm? You're a hamster farm, you dumbass. You go, oh my God, really? Hamsters? How interesting. I like hamsters. And he'd be like, yeah, hamsters are great. And then you're like, why Wyoming? And he's like, I don't know, well, that's just like close by. And you're like, well, what would be like your ideal place to have the hamster farm? And he'll be like, I don't know, Bermuda. And you're like, okay, cool. Wow, Bermuda hamster farm. Okay, that's amazing. And let it be known, the guy is starting to think, how can I make this idea happen? She's supporting me. I have this family to lead. My children and I are going to go to this amazing cabin. He's forgotten about the hamsters in Bermuda, and we're going to live there. And suddenly he starts to manifest and create that. So you can manipulate. Oh, so bad to manipulate. Oh, but everyone's happy, aren't they?
I found out how to not work and get my business fun just by the way I talk.
What she's saying is true. It's about how you talk. It's not even about how you have sex. It is not even about whether you wear really nice makeup or this or that. It's about how you talk. Like, my bread, my bills, and my entire college education has been funded by that. I confirm what she says. I'm evidence.
How to manipulate men. Man has ego, and if you scratch his ego, you can have fantastic results. For example, you know better. You're so smart. I don't know how you do it. You're fantastic. I will never ever do it. It's amazing. You really did it. Wow. The first time with you, I feel as a woman. You know how many years I'm looking for you. All my life. I cannot without you. You're all for me. Please, be with me. I need you. And men always choose women who need him.
So you girls know my channel's about manipulating men, taking money from them, playing them. And a lot of comments say, do you ever feel bad? Do you ever think that karma's gonna get to you? The simple answer is no, I don't care. I don't feel bad at all playing these men. No remorse, no feelings towards them at all. Every time I do a guy dirty, the only thing that goes through my head is, did I elevate? Am I in a better position than I was yesterday? Am I happy? And if all those answers are yes, then I did amazing. I could care less. I actually envy myself a lot. The most smartest people on this earth said, if you don't need to work, then don't work. I found out how to not work and get my business fun just by the way I talk. I could care less about how these guys feel. If their heart's broken because of me, that's something they need to personally deal with. That's their fault for getting their hopes up. Don't care.
But just know that your protecting and your protection should have boundaries. It should have limits. A lot of you men are in relationships with women who do not know how to take accountability, who do not know how to control and self-regulate their emotion, therefore leaving you in a relationship where you're getting emotionally abused. One thing that I could wholeheartedly admit, because I've seen it time and time again, women will use their emotions to escape accountability. There is nothing wrong with feeling and expressing your emotions, but there is everything wrong with using it to escape the wrongdoings that you have done.
People want to manipulate men. Women want to manipulate men. Like, our society and our culture has taught women that this is the best thing to do, that this is good to do because they've been manipulated by men in the past. But I just want to say that all of these manipulation tactics and all of these things to do to get him obsessed with you aren't going to work on a healthy man. These things might work on a more immature man, a man who likes to play games. But a man who doesn't want to play games with you is not going to respond positively to any of these tactics. He's just going to get turned off.
How to manipulate a man part nothing, because what kind of toxic low vibrational ass advice are y'all taking and giving on this app, man? Y'all are running around all these social media apps day in and day out talking about, but where are all the good men now? And in the very next breath, y'all can give out and also take advice about how to manipulate a man. Are y'all okay? No, because really and truly, y'all need to really hear it. Somebody needs to tell y'all this. The truth of the matter is, those of y'all who want healthy, happy relationships at some point in your life cannot be running around planting seeds that are the opposite of what it is that you say that you want. You just can't. It doesn't work that way. Some of y'all have sons out here that you're trying to raise to be respectable gentlemen. Would you appreciate it if some woman came along, a woman like you who's out here talking about how to manipulate a man part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10, like the 10 crack commandments, bucked into your son and manipulated the shit out of him intentionally? No? Oh, okay. I know some of y'all have had your heart broken before. I know some of y'all are walking around with your unhealed wounds. I know some of y'all are carrying resentment, bitterness, anger, all that shit from ghost of boyfriends past. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I understand that, but you gotta heal that. Because some of y'all are out here literally turning into the very men who hurt you, who broke you, who lied to you, who played you, who betrayed you, who manipulated you. That's who you wanna be? Go off, I guess. But if that's not who you want to be, then you need to mind how you're moving out here. Because if you want to reap the benefits of a wonderful, beautiful garden, then you have to plant the appropriate seeds.